Hey everyone, so this is going to be like a little update video. I just want to tell you a little bit about what's been going on, what's coming up, and what I've been working on. I'm kind of almost halfway done the HoneyPop 2 review. I don't think I've mentioned that I was going to review that game, but I did review the first one, so yep, I'm going to review the second one. So yeah, that's a thing. So basically, HoneyPop 2 Double Date, the big difference between that and the first game is that you go out on double dates, and you have to switch between the two characters there as you are playing the match 3, thing. There's stamina involved, so you have to switch between the characters. And it's a pretty interesting gameplay, though I think in terms of being a dating sim, I think the first one's a bit better. You get to know characters more. Here it's more like, the two girls, whatever they are, they fancy each other and you're just kind of along for the ride, so. But hey, it's the gameplay is good and I do think it's a good successor. I wouldn't want to play a game that's just exactly the same as the first one, so I do like the changes. Besides, there's always the first game to go back on if I feel like playing that. I also want to talk about the ecchi and fan service games tier list video on the main channel there. That was released February 1st. It has over 100,000 views now. And right now it's March 1st as of this recording rather. There's there's some people who are like, being like, "Oh, this is not really a fan service game," but I'm pretty sure I explained myself well enough in the first part where I'm not going to worry too much, but like with everything, there's elitists in every, genre or every kind of hobby, I guess. So there you go. Ecchi and fan service game elitists did show up here and there, but surprisingly less than I thought. Though there was one which was kind of funny, which is like, I don't think you even know the definition of fan service or something like that, which was, yeah, that was a funny one there. But amazingly, it's monetized. It was actually demonetized the very beginning that video, but what I did was before it was released, I was like, "Hey, do you want to check on that?" And they said, "You know what? It's fine," which is great. I even had this thumbnail and everything. So this character is Ayame from Senran Kagura. I figured, I don't know, it just kind of. I saw this image when I was looking through some official art, and I was like, "Hey, I think that'll work." And if you look under the monetization tab, it even says this video is being monetized. It has been reviewed and confirmed to be suitable for most advertisers. So who would have thought? It literally has almost every single fan service game I ever talked about, and definitely every single one that has gotten, demonetized individually somehow made it in there. So that's cool. And what's kind of crazy is if I look at the analytics, that video gave the channel 691 subscribers as of, the last 28 days there that it's been up. Pretty cool. So that means there's a lot of subscribers now who are into this sort of stuff, which is cool. You can actually see it's slightly on the rise now in terms of, real-time views the last 2 days. If you look at real-time views, you can see the Nintendo Switch, the where to start Nintendo Switch video, as well as the top Nintendo Switch games so far video are like those are gaining traction again. Actually, the Nintendo Switch video actually has now 1.5 million views, which is, could it possibly reach 2 million? Jeez, what a thing that is. I also have Atelier Ryza 2 for the PS5, PS4, and Switch. The Switch version is the limited edition that I bought. I got the PS4 and PS5 versions from who's it again that publishes this game? Oh, geez. But yeah, so I have every version of Atelier Ryza 2 except for the PC version. And let's just say on the PS4 it doesn't run like amazingly consistent at 60 FPS, and it doesn't. Of course, on the Switch it's a bit stuttery and looks a bit not that great, I guess, compared to the PS4 version. And the PS4 version looks a bit better, performs a bit better than the PS4 version, but it's still not like consistently at 60 FPS, and some of the effects are a little bit overdone, which by the way applies to all versions of the game. But I think the first game suffered from that as well. In terms of gameplay, it's a little bit, like more of the same, but there's been some changes. Like, for example, if you time, a button press right, you can block and, not have so much damage from an enemy attack and stuff like that. But other than that, it seems to be similar, or almost the same as the first game. I haven't really gotten that far into it. So, but yeah, I want to do a good review. It's not going to be, right on, I didn't want to rush it and be just like, here it is just after launch or whatever. So, yeah. Also, Neptunia Virtual Stars. Yeah, so I'm getting the limited edition from Idea Factory. They contacted me and they're like, hey, we saw this video where you talked about the announcement of the LE. We want to send you a copy. So yeah, that's they shipped that through UPS and it should be here on the 4th as the supposed date. That's what it says when when you do the tracking. So that's cool. I've never gotten like a limited edition before. They've always been really good with, every time I'm like, can I have this version of the game or this version of the game? Like, whatever it is, Switch, PC, PlayStation 4, and they always comply. So that's pretty cool that they decided to now do that. They contacted me actually one day before I was planning to order the limited edition. So good timing. I guess I could have always canceled my order then, but I also have Azur Lane Crosswave for the Switch. So that was also sent to me, and I haven't gotten around to that yet. I'll play it, a bit later down the line. I'll get to it. I actually forgot that I signed up for the form to get this game, and I'm like, oh geez, there it is. So yeah. All right, let me just think about some other things that have been happening lately. Anything? Oh yeah, about I could talk about a little bit about some things relating to other things I've talked about in the manga and anime pickups video. Remember I talked about Saki, that manga with the succubus. So I got the 5th volume, and it ended. It's like, oh, I thought this would be a series that would continue. I think it had a lot of potential, but I guess it was just it felt suddenly rushed. It's just like it was building up to a conclusion, and then I don't know, maybe in the middle of the volume, was it tankobon or whatever the Japanese name for that sort of thing, manga thing. Anyways, but I was in the middle or thereabouts, and I'm like, seems like the end or something is gonna come up. You've got that kind of that feeling that suddenly the pace picks up and it goes to, it prepares or sets up to a conclusion. And then it did. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's like, oh, I just wish there was more to this other than just these 5 volumes. But hey, it was good. But like, we didn't even get like some of the stereotypical stuff like, there was no beach chapter or whatever. Because it went beyond stuff like, To Love Ru, I think there could have been some potential, but I don't know. I guess it was just a canceled thing, I suppose, but oh well. I enjoyed it anyways. Also, that I bought dojins for the plot video did pretty well, considering, the state of this channel right now. Actually bought some more stuff. Like in the middle of the month, but even though it's being shipped with UPS, the tracking hasn't been updated since the 16th, and it just says label printed, so I don't know. This has been, I guess it's in the hands of UPS. I said it's gonna be like, I was gonna order stuff that's like not Strike Witches related or anything, but well, it was, so now I found like a bunch of books by I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Ike Soleil, I don't know. Sometimes it's written as one word, but this artist slash circle or whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's an artist actually. They do a few things, but they've been like doing these art book things for Strike, which is for such a long time, like 2013 summer and stuff. Is there an example here? Yeah, so like if you look at the quality, like they're sketches, but like if you look at the quality and the art style, even though a lot of it is sketches, it looks so official, and I kind of, yeah, wonder if I wonder if this artist actually did stuff for, maybe not for this anime, but other animes. So I don't know. It just looks so official. So it's like, I want that. So I'm gonna have to order some of these as well. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go finish up HoneyPop 2. Basically, I just need to put the scenes in. Then I'm just gonna listen through it with headphones again, just to make sure the levels are right. I think it might be a bit too quiet how I have it set up here. And then I gotta do a thumbnail, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Perhaps I'll just play it safe and just choose like a screenshot from the actual, game itself. If I obscure a CG, it might be a bit too much. So, anyways, we'll see. But yeah, that's basically the stuff that's been going on lately. And I guess I'll see you again in another video.